Welcome back to the Glocal Collective, the podcast where we spotlight the bold, the brilliant, and the beautifully real people. Today's guest is someone who commands every room she walks into, literally. She's an event planner, a master of ceremony, a singer, a powerhouse influencer who has made Dubai her stage. But beyond the spotlight, she's also a voice for women navigating the entertainment industry. So, this is going to be a very interesting conversation. She's breaking barriers, pushing back against bias, and building something entirely her own. Please welcome Sweeny Maria D'Souza. How are you, Sweeny? Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Komal. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And it's my pleasure to be a part of your show. It's really wonderful to be here.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time. I know we've been back and forth about the times, but finally you made it. I'm so
Oh, shit. Sorry, sorry.
That's okay. Technical errors can happen. It's fine. This is the beauty of doing it raw. We want raw unfiltered. Even if it goes off, it's fine. We're still gonna keep this. Srini, take us back. How does a girl end up being the voice of the room? Was performing always in your DNA? This is what you always wanted to do, or it's something that Dubai shaped you in becoming of? Because you're
No,
a
no.
professional guitarist. Is this correct?
Yeah. But this is not something that I've been doing from Dubai just after I landed Dubai. No, this was not something, or this was not my either childhood dream. But it all of a sudden happened. I'm from Mangalore, from the south
Hmm.
part of India. So it's been since my school days that it was not me who thought that I could come up the stage and speak up, but my teachers back then thought that um, maybe they thought that I was capable of, because of the one show that they asked me to put up. And after that, I think they said you can do things. So after which, because of I was into a lot of social activities
Yeah.
back in Mangalore as well when I was back
Hmm.
there. So by then I had already worked for a TV channel, which
Okay.
was, yeah, it was a live reality show, that a dance reality show that I had
There
hosted
we
for, but it
go.
was a local channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had
Amazing.
compared.
And
Yeah, so
you mentioned that your teachers helped you to figure it out that you can do this. It's really
yeah.
interesting that were you always good in studies, or it was always like co-curricular activities that made you, this is
No,
what I
I
want
was
to do.
also good at studies. Academics also I was good at. It was not that I was not somebody who was not into studies, but I was academically good as well. I used to score
Okay.
good marks. Yeah. Yeah.
There you
I've
go.
been the
There you
topper for my masters
go.
also. I was the
Oh,
best
that
outgoing
makes so
student. Yeah.
proud. Hey, mama, I'm good at everything. Amazing. When you are achieving something, you really want to show it off. So that's really good. You always knew
Yes.
that you want to do this, and people always helped you to figure it out. That's the most important thing. And you surrounded yourself um with people until now that are helping you, and you're shaping yourself to be who you are. So
Yes.
that's
Very
really good
true.
on you. And you're wearing multiple hats. Like you're an event planner, you're an MC, singer, content creator, so much all at once. So, how
Yeah.
do you hold it together? And what hat most feels like it's you, like yourself? You enjoy more.
Yes, when I was back in India, things were very different because we used to have just one. Maybe I was those days working, but not like full time and all of that. I was also studying in between. I was studying as well, and I was comparing, so it was easy. Things were easy. There was this kind of a competition and the kind of challenge that happened once I came to Dubai, wherein I work as in full time as an HR, and whatever I'm doing is a freelancer job. So that's where it showed me the actual challenges, the different kinds of challenges we had to face, because it's not just you even work from 8 to 5, and then after that you go and do put up the show, and
Yeah,
with that bright
things
smile,
that
just
really
like how you
disappear.
are put. Just that, Komal, you are putting so much of energy for this show. The same way we need to put up for the entire 3 to 4 hours. The same energy after, even after your working hours. I think that's the challenge where it is, you know. But touch wood, the event industry for me never felt like work. It always felt the place where always wanted to be. So I never felt like working there.
When you're so passionate about something, even working 24/7, it's just okay for you because you're enjoying. You're enjoying what you're
Exactly.
doing, and
Exactly.
you don't mind putting a lot of time and effort in it or resources in it because you feel like you belong there, right? You
Exactly.
feel like
Yes,
this
yes.
this could be it. You're
Yeah,
enjoying it.
yeah,
And
very true.
you've been speaking about women empowerment, especially women in events and entertainment industry. So I want to get into it, and you speak so openly about the backlash women face in the event spaces.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
how does that look like behind the scene? What surprised you the most? And I want to hear it from your side of the story. Have you faced anything, or when you moved into this?
So most of the time, what happens is there is this two voice people choose. Some people feel the female voice is not that powerful, not that dominant. They feel maybe it is not reachable to the audience and stuff like that, which is really very wrong. We have the same power, we have the same looks, and I think probably more because most of the females are glamour. They have that glamour in them, which is always most of us have inbuilt. All the ladies to that extent. Men have a different variety to portray, but we have gorgeous dresses that we can put. I'm very sure we can put across our dresses. We can flaunt our dresses so well. So that's one where we have an advantage. But having said that, females who are into even people now have the same thought, who are into event, who go and party, go into parties, who I'm not just into events, I also sing for clubs. So people have
Mm,
that mindset, she goes for the club, she goes for singing. Probably
yeah,
they could be something else, but that's not the way. Unless and until you set your boundary, people will definitely come to you asking for a
yeah,
lot of things.
mm,
But if you have a boundary that you set, I think that's the best markup that you can keep,
yeah,
because nobody can cross the boundaries. But having said, in this industry, in event industry or in entertainment industry, to be honest, and especially in a country where you are you have just come here and you're just trying to explore, you're trying to grow, I think this is very common.
yeah. Common to find people either trying to put you down or surround. You get to meet people who are not there exactly to push you forward. um,
Exactly.
but you need to just figure it out yourself. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to place yourself? And how do you want to set boundaries? Limit everything, in a good way, not in a bad way, of course.
Yes.
And then slowly take baby steps towards your growth, towards what you want to build. You don't need to, go into it directly. You don't need to
Yeah,
go into
true.
it directly. You can always take it slow. So when it comes to
Yes.
your stage presence and the art of MC, which you really, really love, there's a real craft to commanding the stage, controlling the audience, entertaining people as an MC, especially in Dubai, where, it's the hub of events and every
Very
single
true.
day there's something going on. Um, so the audience is really diverse over here. And, just to keep in mind, who do you want to speak with? What do you want to talk about? The hot topics here and there. What's your secret of holding the room? How do you manage that?
Komal, you put it in such a beautiful way that you had to say. I mean it. These are the exact words that I want to tell. You told certain things that I would highlight from your words itself. Dubai is a hub for events. Very true, 100%. And Dubai is having a diversified crowd when you compare an event. Very, very true. And this is where the actual challenge lies, because you just don't have to sit with one community, but you have to focus with lot many people, especially when it comes to corporate events, where I've been doing a lot of corporate events and I love doing it, because
Hmm.
it's something that helps me and I love it. I don't know for what reason, but I enjoy corporate events. There are so many people that we meet, so many different country wise also we meet so many people, and with the different their designations and stuffs like that. It's so interesting. Now when it comes to the part of how I mind read the crowd, how I keep them going, how I entertain them, I how do I know that, this could have been not interesting, I should switch. Probably there would be a phase, where I know that this moment will be a boring moment, I need to switch the moment, I need to get something interesting. So I think this is probably one thing is experience that matters. All these years that I've been, maybe 17 years of industry, event industry, maybe that's one thing matters. And secondly, um, I'm a good listener, Komil.
Yeah, it's
Otherwise
really
also,
important
like,
to be a good listener. Yeah.
yeah. So off the screen, I'm a very good listener. I keep listening. Whoever it is, I don't judge. I just listen to people. I just listen. I listen to whatever they say. I think that's where, the analyzation part also has started for me from before. So immediately that indirectly and directly, both the ways it affects when I'm this on the stage as well. I look into people, I realize and analyze, okay, there's something not okay, and immediately I switch. I think, of course, it's the talented God's blessings that I also have, I have to say, because
Also aware of
for
the
an MC, I think that is one most important part.
hmm. You need to be aware of your surroundings, of the people, the
Yes,
conversations happening, and read
yes,
the body language of people as well. It's really hard.
exactly.
Like I'm into HR and L&D as well, so I am also doing trainings, developments, events, etc. Whatever. But when I know the person is switched off, is not listening to me, is not interested in what's going on. So you need to really
Yes,
shift. You need to pivot.
yeah, yeah, of
Fun.
course.
And sometimes
Yes.
it gets really challenging, of course, to speak to those people as well, but it comes with experience. I don't think there's a specific course that can teach you all of these things, because every human mind and every interaction is different. And I truly believe that active listening, like you said, and experience has a lot to do with these things.
Very true.
And the way the social media is leading, you really have to pivot. You can't just keep your own style, simple style. You just need to either find your way, or you need
Yeah.
to follow the trends. And speaking about following the trends, how challenging has it been? Because every single day there is something coming up. So how do you cope up with that? How do you make sure
Eh,
that you're up to date?
Yeah, I think keeping up the challenge is one of the biggest challenge for me. Keeping up the trend, of course, because what happens is, there are so many. There, I've been competing events for, as I said, it's even for private gigs I cooperate,
Yeah,
compare, where we have some parties are like, mid and old, mid age and old age. They are okay with the chill parties we have, and some parties where we have, like, where I just compared for a 18 years old birthday party. So you can imagine, the switch from that end to this
yeah.
end. So it was morning, I had another birthday party for a 50th birthday, and then I had to switch for 18. So I could, I could see that changes in two different categories, because I had to put all my efforts. I had to change the entire itinerary just for this
The
event,
energy
because
is Rini. It takes a lot of energy. You're giving one energy,
yes,
one vibe or the energy to a different event, and
exactly.
the second event,
This 18 years was a Gen Z event, which I had to compare.
okay. I
Yes,
got
and you
you.
know how it is. We are all millennials, so I don't know how it was, but definitely get Gen Zs are one people. I think it is easy to get along with them. It's
Yeah,
not hard. People all feel like, it's hard. No, it's fun to be with them around, and they are so much energized, so much into, like, they want to be there everywhere. So that kind of
want
energy.
to have fun, and it's great. They teach us that it's okay to have fun. It's okay to do these things.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
don't
Yes.
have to be
Yes.
perfect. You don't. There are
Yeah.
different ways to enjoy life. There are different
Yes.
ways of doing things. You don't have to follow the traditional way.
Very
You can
true.
have fun in other ways as well. So
And
that
there is a learning also when you see look around just like how you said, we learn a lot of things, how we look at our lives, we learn with both the directions. I said with the birthday which I compared for the 50th, I had a lot of learning there as well, and when I came for this 18th birthday also, so much to learn from them. There's so much.
yeah,
So every day in my events, it's also a part, every day it's a learning. When I go every day, I get to know something better.
and then you get to implement it in future for your upcoming events,
Yes.
etc. So
Yes.
it's learning on the job, learning on the go. We never stop learning these things. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about the influencer layer, like social
Mm-hmm.
media, which is adding another dimension, I would say,
Mm.
every single day to everything that you do.
Yeah.
How do you use your platform so intentionally and keeping it balanced, especially when it comes to speaking up for women in your industry?
Um, Social media has all being on the stage, being in front of the camera. Now it's become like something that I can't stay without. I have to do it either way. Either I'm on stage, or I'm on the phone in front of my camera, shooting something, because it's been a part of a life. I feel
Yeah.
I get bored. I feel that the day is incomplete if there's no post that I put, or there's nothing popping in. I don't get people, if people don't come and tell me, okay, well, people, when I don't post, I see a lot of people ask me, why is everything okay with you? So I feel like people are noticing, and I love it. I truly love that. I truly love the notice what they gave. I truly love the recognition that they have for me. They come back to me asking for things, so I really love it. When handling all of this, since you said how it's empowering women through the social media, I think these days most of the women, what I see is nobody is just a homemaker. Being at home is also a job. Taking care of family is a job. But nowadays people have come out, and social media especially, I see a lot of women influencers who are taken up this as a full-time job, which is also paying them a lot. I think that is one thing everybody
Monetary
should
wise
think
and
about.
skills wise. Exactly. If you have something good, you should always speak up for it, you know.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
there is,
yeah, yeah. Very
no
true.
harm. Like you said, the world has moved away and it has shifted. The perception is shifting. Every day the narrative is shifting as well. You don't just get to be the home. Women can do a lot of things. We can do multitasking much better, I would
Very
say.
true. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can run the house, you can go to work, you can follow your passion, you can do so much with it. It
Yeah,
just
there are
needs a
so
little bit
many
of,
females who started this cooking tutorials and all of that, and they're getting
yeah,
so much paid and all of that. I mean,
it's
that's really great.
it's great. You're following a passion, even if you're
Yeah.
staying home. You don't really have to, there's a lot of ways that you can take your passion into profit. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I like to call it. So even if you're cooking or you're a chef or you like to cook, you can just simply put up a post and see, enjoy
Yeah,
that
very true.
thing. Be in the moment. It's fine. You love
Yeah.
baking. Teach other people. You don't really need to have your own how do you say it, a cafe or your own physical space or anything to do things. These are just um, stepping stones. All right, this will help you to be something bigger, but it should never be a hindrance in your work. It should never be a hindrance in what you do or how
Very
you're
true.
doing. So
Very true.
I feel like every other woman who's listening to this, if you have a passion to pursue, this is your moment. Start, right?
Yes, very true. They should take up this job because it is so much now. I'm not sure, Komal, if you're very much interested in you cook biryani. I'm really not sure.
Yes,
But
of
imagine,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
So I very well knew that Komal is very professional in biryani, but I am not. I'm really not a person who is into kitchen, and I'm not. I love eating. I
I love
enjoy some.
cooking. You're like my sister. My sisters, they love eating, and they're
Oh
always
yeah.
like, it's been actually a few days ago. We were just having a conversation, and then they're like, it's been a long time since you cooked biryani. I was like, yeah, I know that, but I think I've taught you guys. Would you like to try? And then they're like, no, we love
No.
when you do it. We don't want to try.
I think
So I
that's
was
how
like,
it is. yeah, same way. Not like, you might be, there are so many people like to feed others and they
Yeah.
enjoy seeing, looking at their reviews, somebody telling
Yes.
them, you've cooked so well and all of that. They
Yes.
enjoy it really.
That's
I'm
true.
very
That's
sure. Yeah, but
I enjoy.
we love eating, we are
Oh.
that part of, I think for the women, I have to say that also. Now, Komal, maybe you're a person who loves cooking, but for the women like me and some other who don't,
Yes.
if they don't like eating, they can still put a video on eating. So they can go to a
Exactly.
restaurant
You
and
know, you
try.
could do food reviews and so many other things that are there.
Exactly. Yeah,
So it
yeah.
doesn't have to stop. You just need to find ways. And, don't be afraid if a lot of people are not following you. You are not aware, or you just think about it. The world is full of people and everybody's on social media right now. So it's going to take
Exactly.
some time to people to follow you
To
or the
recognize
same.
you. Yes.
Exactly, and especially those people who are following the same passion, or they're on the same path as you are, and they can relate to you. So it's going to take some time. Be
Very true.
patient. It's okay, but don't stop doing what you are doing because this is great. That's what
Yeah.
makes you unique. You know. So
I have to also add on to this. Since you said, there are so many times where I also, when I post something, there are times where we don't have a lot of reach by the people. We don't get good views, because what post we make are not cringe posts. We do it out of passion and something that is really that we love the most. So I think
hmm,
that takes a little more time, but that is okay.
hmm.
That's totally okay.
Yeah,
But
that's okay.
looking at that, you never have to get disappointed because every small step is a progress, and definitely you will have a win. So
Exactly.
doesn't
Somebody
matter.
will
Yeah,
find you. You will inspire someone. You will motivate someone. You never know. Like, I'll tell you
true.
something. This is completely off the topic, but I would like to share that
Mm-hmm.
I was very much interested in crocheting. Okay. So I
Oh.
was like, yeah, I learned how to do embroidery. So I like to learn different crafts. Okay. So I can paint, I can do embroidery, and so many more things. But crochet was something that I was always interested in, and I was closely following the steps, okay, like how to do it.
Okay.
Until
Mm-hmm.
last, I think 3 days ago, I bought my first uh, chunky crochet to make a baby
Okay.
blanket. So, and
Wow.
I did it in 15 minutes. And but it wasn't
You did
perfect,
it in
but I was
15
so proud.
minutes.
Yes, it wasn't perfect. I'm telling you, I noted at the time. I wasn't perfect, but I was so happy about it. Then I took that particular baby blanket to my work and I showed to each and every person. And everybody's like, come on, stop it, we know it. And I was like, you know what? I am the one who will speak louder about my success. I will be the one who will cheer myself more. I will be the first one who should be clapping for me doing something
Yes, very
amazing
true.
or achieving. I should not be relying on other people to appreciate me or for their validation. So this is what I did. And then when I came back home, I redo it, everything. I redid everything, and now it's much more the way it needs to be. So I'm just telling you, and I learned it through TikTok. Let me be very honest with you.
Oh,
I I learned it through TikTok. I am following so many accounts, and I'm just following closely each and every technique that they do. And once I have my
wow, that's
chunky
great.
blanket thing, I was so happy to get that yarn. I can't tell you. So these little things, just go for it. It doesn't need to be perfect.
Exactly.
It's okay.
True, true. It's okay
I'm
to make mistake. It's okay. Everything is fine. But all that you have to do is keep yourself going. That's
Yeah.
very important.
Keep yourself going. Find
Yeah.
something, your passion that makes you truly you. Your professional life could be different, but your personal life doesn't need to be affected by it. Your personal life still can be you. So
Yeah, yeah,
just
true. Yeah.
I want to know,
Very true.
any advice for the next generation. If there is a young woman somewhere in Dubai, maybe even watching your reels right now, or listening to this podcast on Spotify or YouTube, or dreaming of doing what you do, what do you tell her?
I'm sure every woman now is already knowing so many things. They already are not someone who can be, um, you cannot just, surprise them. I'm very sure they're all now wise enough, most of them. And to the ones who are still thinking, no, I cannot do it, for them, there's a call. Like, every one of us have the talent. Everyone are different, everyone is unique. You just have to find what are you good at.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
find it either. I never knew it when I was young. I was also thinking of becoming some engineer or some stuffs like that. You know, our initial, we have
Yeah,
that
I get
kind of
engineer,
thing.
doctor, or something.
Yeah, yeah. Those were the things, but we never know, where we end up. So finally,
That's
you
true.
ended up. We all end up being something. Now, what education I learned is very different from what I'm doing now. I'm into events, which I never learned. It is through my experience that I got, and that's the interest that lies in me. So you just need to get that one knock and open the door and just listen to that voice and say, okay, that's it.
Exactly, and very beautifully you put it up there because some people sometimes you never know when you have that calling. You can have
Yes,
that calling at any time. You just
yes.
need to take action and listen to it properly because
Yeah,
this could be
you should grab the opportunities. I think I've been
yes.
doing all my life the same. I've never said no to anything unless and until they would have been some kind of serious things that had to take into consideration. But apart from that, I guess most of the opportunities that has knocked my door, I've always been open for it, and I've done it with all great love towards it.
That's good. Opportunities creates and other opportunities, and it's a great way
Yes,
of experiencing those things. Good or bad, we can decide later, but at least it's an opportunity. Take it because life
very
doesn't give
true,
opportunities to everybody, right?
very true, very true.
Sweeney, this conversation has been electric, and I am so happy to have this conversation with you. And honestly, exactly the kind of energy this podcast exists for. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
And you,
Komal, same way. Yes, same likewise here as well. I enjoyed talking to you and I'm waiting for the biryani as
yeah, for sure, I have to cook that. I can cook and you can eat, yeah.
well. Yes,
But
yes,
yeah,
for
on a
sure.
serious note, thank you for being so open and so real and so unapologetically you. I am so happy to have this raw conversation with you. And
Yes.
if this episode moved you, to those who are listening, share it with the women who needs to hear it today. Until next time, keep thinking global, keep living local, and this is Glocal Collective. Thank you.
Thank you.